Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Trisha, Creativemind Creations. Okay, now I put my my old mat back down. This will be the one I work on, and my new one is under there. So y'all don't have a fit because y'all see me cover the last one and said I was gonna use as a background or whatever. So this is gonna be my working mat. But anyway, today I'm going to be making some clay, what do I call these? Clay, I don't know what to call them. I'm going to be making molds, and I want to make my own molds, and I want to make on my own, I would say, I don't know, pieces. I don't know what to call them right now, but let me see if I have. They're probably on the side. I don't know if I showed them. They might be in the house, but I did years ago. I don't think I have them out here. I don't have them out here. But anyway, when I was really into my polymer clay, I would make my own little things to make mold pieces out of. Like that one time when I made that, I was pouring resin a while back in a video a few months ago, or months ago, or whatever, how long ago it was, and I showed you guys a book charm of a mold that I made. Now that was one of the things I made out of clay first. It was like a little book. I made it like a little book out of clay. I, cooked it or baked it to whatever temperature and time that said on as per the instructions, and then I used it to make a mold out of it. And I should have just brought that mold out. I made a couple of them. I'm just going to bring out all my molds that I made out of the clay pieces that I made to specifically make molds out of them. I did quite a few, but not a whole lot. Okay, so these are some of my charms. I made my molds. I see these are 2 book molds that I made. I don't know if you can really see that, but you see around in there, it's shaped like a book. And I made 2 of them. One I made because I forgot why I made another. I got the hiccup, sorry. And I made another one. I think because I think it was this one. This is the one I made first, and I didn't like. It's like the mold didn't turn out right, so I made another one. That was one that I showed you last time when I was pouring resin. That was a piece I made out of polymer clay just to make this mold. Let me see, is there any more in here that I did? Oh, here's one of a little pea, like 3 peas in a pod. You can't see in there, but I'll probably pour that before. I plan on pouring some too. But yeah, I made some pieces out of clay just to make a mold out of them. Oh, there's another book charm. Let's see. I think I got some more. This is one of a chess piece. These 2 are chess pieces. I forgot what pieces were, but I made a little snow globe. Yeah, I forgot what it is. This is another one that I made. And anyway, oh wait a minute, no, that wasn't it. I think that was actually a thing. But anyway, I had made a snow globe out of the chess pieces that resemble the cover on one of the Twilight movies books. Which one was it? Was it Breaking Dawn? That was the last book, Breaking Dawn. Yeah. So, and unfortunately, I don't have a picture of that, but I might show it to you in the end of the video if I got a picture of it. But yeah, these are some of the pieces that I made. I got a whole bunch of them in the house. I made like a jar of all the pieces and clay pieces that I made in the house. I didn't bring that out here yet. But yeah, I made my own clay pieces to make specifically just to make molds out of them. So those what those are. These are molds that I made from pieces that I made out of this. Okay, now I use this yarn. I got it from Walmart back again. It was like a long time. I got still got 3 things of it, and this is like a long time ago, guys. I don't know when I got this yarn, but it was like years ago when I got this clay, and it's still good because polymer clay, it never dries out. So I gotta start using it. This is one that I think is empty now, so I'm done that. So because this is old clay, I got some softening clay. And why is this open? But yeah, I brought up my softening clay. When you got clay that's gotten hard and it doesn't want to whatever, so I brought this out just in case I might need some of this. Now I'm going to be using, if I can get this crud out of my pasta maker. I gotta clean some clay out of here. I got this eons ago. Let me get my clay tools out from Hobby Lobby. Yeah, Hobby Lobby. It's for clay. I mean, they have these things too when you can use them for food, but they have them over there in the clay section in Hobby Lobby for clay, and that's what I got mine from. And every time I start recording, somebody has to call. I'm not answering that. She gonna have, that's my daughter. She gonna have to wait. Plus my phone is charging. So yeah. So I'm gonna be using this to make my clay pliable, and I can use it. I got another thing somewhere. I don't know where it's at, but it's supposed to you can be able to clamp it to the table so it won't move. But I don't know what it is. I never used it anyway. I did try to use it, but that thing wasn't working for me. But anyway, it goes right there. Whoa! Throwing stuff around. What is that rattling in here? I don't like that. But anyway, I'm going to be using that tool to make my clay more easier to use, and I'm gonna have to put it over here so I can put it on the edge of my table here so I can use it right there. Okay, so let's start making clay. Now I'm gonna look at these molds. I know I don't like that one, and I don't like that one, and I'm thinking like I want to make another book mold. Okay, I think this is the best one of all on, but I want it bigger. This is the biggest one, but it's got imperfections in the mold that I didn't like, so I'm going to do that. So what I'm first going to start doing, let me see if I can move this. I'm gonna have to probably move the camera so I can see what I'm doing with this thing, because I have to, like I said, I have to have this on the edge of the table. So turn it a little bit this way, and it's right here. So I'm just gonna shove my clay down in there and turn this so I can get in there, and it probably won't. I might as well. No, it's not going to work. Let's see if we can get a smaller piece. And this is moving. Okay. So it's going to be I don't know if I'm in the frame, but it's going to be. I'm pushing it through while I'm turning this. It's going to be crumbling, and I needed to do that so I can. My things keep. Oh. I think I need to find my little clamp for this thing and start using it. And see, it's just crumbling up, and I needed to do that so I can put my softener in there to make it usable. I think I might have to take this thing down because I don't want it moving. Hold on, guys. Let me take this mat down because this is getting on my nerves already. Just take this down. Piece right here, and there's a piece on the other side. One in each corner. Okay, maybe that'll keep it from moving now. Cool. Okay. I'm just pushing it through and it's just crumbling. Okay, let's do some more. Like I said, this clay is very, very old, so I gotta make it so I can use it again. It's still good. It's just a little bit not dry, but it's not pliable. I love this thing. If I didn't have it, this would be a lot harder to work with this clay to even get this process done. You gotta be careful because I don't want that thing pinching my finger when I'm turning this. I don't know if y'all can see me or not. Yeah. Okay. So, I guess this is good that I do this part, just in case there are some new people out there that's starting to work with, working with clay, and they don't know about the softener. If you have clay that is it pliable, manageable, what you want to call it, not workable. Okay, let's see what we got here. Get all that off. I'm gonna sit that there for a hot second. Let's see, it's all crumbly. Now, and I wonder because I'm gonna have to get some more because there's supposed to be a lid on here. It's not on there. I'm just gonna. It's kind of oily. It has a little bit of an oily texture to it. There's some bigger pieces in there that I didn't grind up. So let's hope this is enough. And I'm going to get my I'm going to try to roll it out with this, and I'm going to run it, see if I can get it flat enough to run it through my machine again. Now again, if you don't have that, you can use this too. You see, now it's sticking together already and into its workable state. Okay, we're going to bring this back in. Oops. Sorry guys, I hit the camera. I'm making a mess. Okay. This thing was staying in there. So now I'm going to okay, I'm back. I had to answer that. Alright, so I'm gonna get that piece of it in there. See, it crumbled up, but not as much. It's kind of made a thing. So I'm going to, it's getting softer to work with. I'm going to use this again, flatten it again. I might have to run this through a few times to get it where I need it so I can work with it. See, it's already getting there. Put it through here again. Like I said, this is just makes it, I mean, you could do the part this part without this machine, it just makes it easier. And see how it's sticking together? That's not crumbling up as much. Pick up as many of the little pieces as I can. And this time, hopefully I don't have to roll it out again. I'm just gonna put it through there again. You know what? Let me see this. Maybe if I open this up a little bit more. See, every time I put it there, it makes it softer and softer. And even if this clay was bad and it's not really good for any projects, I'm just using this clay to make little pieces so I can make some molds out of them. So it doesn't have to be in really good condition. It just needs it to do what I need it to do. That. Just going to fold it. Turn it this way. There we go. Now we get now. So I'm just going to fold it, and I always turn it the other way. It's getting there. Getting there. Getting there. Just a little bit more. A few more drops. I'm just going to fold this over. Roll it out just a little bit. Fold it, run it through the machine again. It's getting easier and easier. It's still falling apart, but it's getting to where I need it to be. Okay, I think that may be good enough. Okay. Okay, now, like I said, I want to make a book charm. See, now I can squeeze it and hand exercise here, but I can squeeze it, and now it's feeling like it's supposed to. I can roll it around. Look at that over. Yep, it's getting there. I'm kind of kneading it I'm sorry guys, I forgot to turn off my air conditioning, and now I'm making noise with this table. Let me run it through this one more time. Let's roll it out a little bit. Let's see. Okay, that should be good enough. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys how I make my little book charm. If it ain't one thing, it's something that's going on. My dang camera died. I had to plug it up. Okay. Alright, so this is the book charm that I made. I think this is one of the smaller ones. This is it looks like a little book. That's the book charm. So I want to make another one because this one is pretty good, but I want it bigger. So, and unfortunately I don't have a book, one of my little finished pieces from the book mold that I made, so I'll put some pictures at the end of a finished book that I made from the mold. Now it's working like it's supposed to. And that is how you make clay so you can use it, from this crumbly stuff to this good stuff. Okay. Alright, so this is one of my finger tools. I got another one, but these are some of my clay tools. And plus this little rolly thingy right here. Alright, so I'm gonna need to bring my blade back out. Okay, this is my blade. This is the sharp end, and I'll just take this off to put it on this end. It's a little rusty, I gotta clean it off. I ain't used it in a while. And I don't care if it gets on my clay, because again, it's just these, I'm just making pieces to make molds out of, so it's nothing that's gonna be worried about if it gets some on the clay. I'm just gonna make this. I'm going to, wait a minute, let me see. Let me see. This probably is not thick enough. This little knob right here goes from 1 to 9, and it determines the thickness of your clay when you roll it through. The lower the number, the thinner it is. And see, that's how thin it is when you put it on 9. So I want to I want the thickness to be bigger than that book. Okay, now wait a minute, I have to take that off. And I'm going to cut me a shape of the book as far as the page part. This might be a little too thick. Yeah. I'll flatten it a little bit. I'm going to cut it down some more. It's not straight. That's still not straight. And think that's the biggest I want the book. And there's a page part, and I'm not liking it because the thickness is not even. See that? So I'm doing it again. I'm gonna roll it into a bowl and roll it out. Bring this back in because I want it thicker than that. And I want it even. See, that's why I need something. This might have to do. I'm going to try to cut it. Let's cut this down. I think I like that. This is just a tad crooked. Probably get distorted anyway when I start adding the cover. Okay, so there is the book, the pages part. You see how thick that is? And it's still a little uneven, but there's my page part. It's not going to be perfect, and it's just going to get distorted when I start working on adding the cover. But I'm going to roll this out, and I'm thinking I'll probably, you know what? I'm not going to use this. I'm just going to pull off a piece because I'm not going to need that much, and I'm going to bring back in this piece. God darn it. I always did hate this handle. I wish it would. It's a way you can lock it on there, because it'll fall off. It's the only thing I don't like about this thing. Okay, so I'm going to put it down to probably 4 and see how thin that is. And I think I might like that. It's kind of really thin. Okay, so now let's see if we can cut it slightly bigger. I won't put my head in the way. Slightly bigger than the book. The pages. That's not gonna work. I need to have this wider. Ooh, sorry, I hit the camera, the stand. Okay, let's try this. Okay, I'm gonna kind of move over this side, because we're gonna wrap this around the book. Okay, again, we're gonna make this slightly bigger than the pages. Straighten it up a little bit. And then we're going to go, this is going to be the back side of the book. And now we're going to lift this side and roll it around this way and over. So now we're on the front side of the book. I'm gonna make sure, so I gotta get that line out the book, because you see that little crease right there? If I don't get that out, that's gonna be in my mold, and I don't want that there. So I want to see if I can rub that out some kind of way. I'm gonna look at the sides. This side. It actually doesn't have to be perfect, because most likely I'll probably be covering it with paper or something anyway. And now we're going to make this side and this side. And there is our little book. There is the book. Now I'm going to use my finger and This part doesn't look even on this side cover. And I guess it doesn't have to be perfect as long as it looks like a book. I guess it's good. So I'm trying to work the cover so it's straight. I'm not gonna worry about that line, because like I said, most likely I'll probably be covering this with paper anyway when I make the mold. And if I don't like it, if it is a problem, then not a problem making another one. Okay, so there's my book. There is the book. Now I'm going to show you how to make the pages, make it look like it has pages. Just going to take it, I'm going to take my knife, and I'm just going to just cut little lines in it. They don't have to be even, you can just cut random lines. They can overlap, they don't have to be straight or anything. See? And then we're going to go to this side, we're just going to cut lines in it to make it look like pages. Don't cut too deep. They don't have to actually be pages, we just want them to look like they're pages. And then I'm going to go to the other end. Again, just cut in pages. And I'm cutting my cover. You can't see, I'm going to hold it down so I can see it, guys. Okay, so there is my book. I'm gonna see if I can shape. It's not perfect like I want it, and it probably won't be perfect, so I'm just gonna get it the best I can. Just shape it up. So I'm going to right there, and I forgot to pull out a piece of wax paper to lay it on, because I'm going to have to take them back in the house, take these pieces in the house to bake, and that'll probably be a part 2 after I show you them baked and everything. Then we'll go from there as far as the mold making part. Alright, so now let me move that out of the way. Put that over there, and next I'm going to make a mermaid tail. I've seen acrylic molds or silicone molds that you can make or buy to make this mermaid tail. First of all, the one I saw, I've always seen, and the one I've seen online to get it, it's going to be, I find it on Wish or AliExpress, and I don't want to wait a month for it. I want it right now. So I said, well, screw it, I just make my own and make it the way I want it, because most of the time I tend that probably not the size I want. It's probably too big or too small, I don't know, but you can always make your own. Okay, so let's see if I can. I'm going to cut off a piece for the tail because I don't have to make some more pliable clay. So first I'm going to start out with trying to get the lines and creases out of it and roll it into a ball. Roll it into a ball, and then we're going to roll it into, this might be too, yeah, it's going to be too much. Let's cut this, cut some more off. And I got something to make the scales on the body with. This is a Macon's clay I don't know what they call this, but it's got a print in it. It looks like, let me see. It looks like it's it looks like scales. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to be using that to make the tail part, or the body part of it. You know, the bottom part of her body. And I think I rolled that out too much. Alright, let's roll it back into a ball. I'll get this right in a minute. Okay. Okay. I'm going to roll it up. I'm going to flatten it out. And this time I'm going to go over like that. I'm going to turn it this way because this is going to be her size. Roll it out some this way. Now I want this top part to stay thick, but I want the sides to roll out. So I'm going to cut the top part. This is going to be the top part. Bring that down some, and then I'm going to try and see, and then you can bend this. So I'm going to try to bend this to where I want her body to go. Bend it this way. And I'm going to shape it a little bit. I'm liking this already, but I'm going to roll this side down a little bit, roll that side down, let's cut a little more off, more to a point. Now I have no plans for this. I'm just trying something because I know I want a mermaid tail, and I'm just winging this. I've never done this before, so I'm going to see if I can kind of, yeah. I'm gonna put this in here. I'm just gonna push this into the clay. Make sure it doesn't move. So I can get, and I like it. You see that, guys? Let me zoom in just a little bit. Can you see that? Zoom back out. Okay, now got that part done. Now I'm just gonna see if we can do the tail. I probably should cut it down, narrow a little bit narrower. You think? Okay. Alright. Now we're going to do the tail part. And the hubby's home, so he's probably going to come out here and harass me a little bit. But let's see. You know what? Oh no. Let me see if I can put that back on there. No, I'll leave it alone. Like I said, because if I don't like it, now if I want a different one, I can always make another one. Okay, so now let's see how we're going to do this tail part. I'm going to roll this out. I don't want to roll it out too thin, so I'm going to put it back up on 7. And I'm going to roll this out because this is going to be the thin part of the tail. Same handle. Okay, now let's see. Let's see how we're going to do this. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. How do I want to do this? Give me a minute, guys. I'm trying to come up how I want this to shape. I'm thinking I probably need to start. I want this to curve a little bit. Probably should have waited to do that scale thing on there. Okay. Let's see. How do I want this to go? I'm going to just gonna see if I can cut out a basic shape. And I don't want it too big. Under that, and I'm thinking I'll add some more. I don't think I'm liking this, guys. Nope, I don't like that. Let's do it again. This way, and let's see. Like I said, this is my first time doing a mermaid tail, so I'm just winging it as I go. Oh, do y'all think I should? No, on the bottom. Now I'm going to be using some other tools with this, and let me see. I've got here's a brace to the thing that hold it to the table, guys. I didn't think I had it out here. Oh, no, be in there. Not gonna be in there. Trying to see, find a specific. Let me see. These. I want this to like flutter on the end, so I'm just gonna. I'm liking it. Okay, now I'm gonna roll out a piece. Let me zoom back out a little bit. Okay. So I'm just reading this as I go. Alright, I need another tool. I use these two. These are, see these little rubber ends? These are good for them. I got 3 of them. I use the other end for scoring. I'm gonna sit down. Okay. Alrighty, so now let's see if we can. That's too big. Let's try this one. I'm just gonna. Probably need to zoom you guys again. I can see that. So I can zoom that. Now I'm just blending this, blending these two together so there's no seam. I can't see that side, so I'm doing the best I can. So use this bigger bowl, and I can also use this rubber end. Shape. Actually, I want to fill in that little part. This little part right here. Oh, I think I'm gonna, I just like that. Look at that. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me zoom back in. But can y'all see this right here? I like that pattern. I'm going to leave it on the tail, but I'm thinking I'm going to make another one, a different one, and I'm going to use that print instead of this. See how that turns out. Go church. Go church. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to those ripples back in the tail. I'm going to come out like that. Now, if you see any imperfections in making of this, they will come out in your mold. So, just anything that you don't want to see in your mold, fix it now. If you think it won't show up, it will. I wish I would have put down wax paper before I did it, because it might be a bear getting this off this table. Let's hope not. So I'm just trying to round the other part of this. This might be a little big, so I'm pretty sure I'll be making another one, but I like this, so I'm not gonna start over. I can't see the other side. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to bend this and kind of cut that off because I don't want that messy. Then again, I could probably just do this. Okay, got it. Now let's do this side. I'm just cleaning up the sides. Like I said, any imperfections you see in the piece, it will show up in your mold. So I'm just trying to clean up the sides. And I think I like that. Let's do some more of that dotting. I like that. Go around the edge of it. I'm going to do some blending. I probably don't have to worry too much about the let's see, I'm coming down a little bit with that pattern with the back of it, because we're not gonna make a, you know, the back of it, it's gonna be flat, so you ain't gotta worry about the back part of it. But like I said, you gotta make sure that, oh God, I wish I would have made this on the wax paper before I did this on this paper. This I might just mess it up taking it up. Let me see. I think I got some wax paper. Let me get some. See if I can transfer it. So when I go to take it in the house, because I baked mine on wax paper. Now let's cut a piece off. The next pieces I make, they are going to be on this wax paper. I don't have that much left, so keep your fingers crossed, guys. I don't mess this up taking it up. Let me see, what can I use? Let's see. I'm just I just split it. Look at that. I split it, guys. The tail is even thinner. So I'm going to get this up and put it right back on there. If I can get it off the table. I didn't have it flat to the table, so I split my tail. Still got a little bit of it left, but I'm going to see if I can put that back on there, because I don't want it that thin. I think I just messed it up, guys. I'm gonna leave it like that. And I'm just gonna cut this off. Back's gonna look a hot mess, but we're not worried about the back. Let me get this plate off work surface. I wish I would have did this on the freaking paper. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to do this part again. I'm gonna have to gotta cut this off. Might just work out it being thinner, but I don't know. I just messed it up. I messed it up. Let me see. Let me zoom back out, guys. Out some more. I messed it up. I messed it up. I messed it up. I messed it up. But I think I know I plan on making more of these anyway. Because this one might be just a tad too big. So perfect. Well, perfect to me. Okay. Alrighty. That will have to do. Look it. Now I'm seeing like little balls. You know how you can roll the clay, and then you have the little clay that comes up. I'm trying to put those back down because again, if there's imperfections in your piece, they will show up in your mold. So I'm trying to eliminate those right now, and it's possible some things you can eliminate those after you bake it. Not always, but sometimes. So I'm trying to get this as right as possible. Okay, I think I'm done with it because if I keep messing up, I'm going to mess it up. I already messed it up when I didn't put it on the darn paper to begin with. Okay, alright, and so here is my book. Alright, now, what else do I want to make? What else is going? Unicorn. I could do a unicorn mold or thing, but that's going to take a lot more work. I wouldn't know where to start with that. Let's see, what else? Let's find something a little bit more simpler. I'm looking around. I'm trying to think of something. See, this is why I need to be live. Because I need some ideas. Let's see. I don't know. I got some more of these. Impressions, I guess you can call them. This one, I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what this is. And unfortunately, they don't say on it what it is. So I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if y'all can see it. But that's what that looks like. And then I have one with snowflakes. And then I have one with stars. So, I'm trying to think of something else. I could go and make another tail. Want to make another tail, guys? Yeah, let's make another tail. And hopefully, we're going to make this a little bit smaller. We're going to make this one smaller. Oh, that's too much. That's too small. Okay. So again, we're going to start with a ball because we don't want any creases in our finished piece. And then I'm going to roll it out this way. Bring up my little thing. Pull it both ways. Put this on the paper. And put it off. And curve this. Probably make this longer but smaller. Thinner. Pushed it down the middle a little bit. And we'll probably just make this one straight down. We're not going to have it curved like that one. Okay. And now we're going to bring in the little thingamajigger again. And let's see, we're going to make sure we don't touch that, mess it up. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to push this in just a little bit. Kind of like around the sides. There. Okay, now we're going to make the tail again. I'm going to roll this through my machine. That's how thin it is, guys. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna use a knife, and we're just gonna come, this is gonna be this like a that one. Okay, we're going to lift this up. Just put that right under there. And we're going to bring in my other little tools, and we're going to start blending this together. I want those little ripples in there. And I roll out a little piece. Let's see. Time we're gonna put, nope, that's too big. Just cut it down just that teeny bit. And this time we're gonna roll it up that way. Just a little piece in the way. Okay. Going to roll that up like that. Okay. Let's come back down and zoom back in. And again, I'm just blending this. Now, this is just an idea, giving you an idea of what you can do with to make your own molds. So this is not particularly a tutorial for making mermaid tails. I mean, y'all can take it as that if you want to, but that was not my intention when I did this. My intention was for this video was to show you that you can make your own molds out, you know, your own custom molds out of pieces that you made yourself out of clay. And my particular thing, what I wanted to do was another book and a mermaid tail. So again, this is not per se a tutorial on making mermaid tails out of polymer clay. It's just an idea of what you can make to make your custom molds. That's the reason for me doing this particular video, because I just did not want to go out, and I mean I probably still will buy it, but I kind of want the mermaid tail right now because I'm going to be doing a resin swap, and I want to do one of my pieces that I'm going to send to my partner, a mermaid tail. Let's use the end of this. Let's use the end. This is not smooth. This got all scratched up. So let's hope we can do this. We can just get in there and blend this in some more. I can still see that crease just a little bit. I'm not particularly crazy about this tail, but it's still cute. Okay. Okay, so it is smaller. Probably make one even smaller. But I like this little thing. I like it. But there's that one. Let's zoom back out one more time. Well, zoom out, Trish. Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, out, zoom out. Okay. Alright, so I'm thinking I'm probably done with this. Again, I gotta go back in and I see things I don't want in my mold. So I'm going to continue to clean this up, and then I'm going to be baking it, and then we'll be back with a part 2 from there to get the mold made. I don't know how many parts it'll be, but I know it's gonna be a second part because I gotta bake this. But anyway, guys, so again, this is part 1. Stay tuned for part 2 of my tutorial on how to make your own pieces to make your own custom molds. So thanks guys for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.